My name is Thomas Verrette, and I am the director of an independent feature film called I Am the Bluebird. It's about a young man and his struggle to uncover the truth about an illegal medical operation that's performed on him by his own father. I read an article on CNN about how it was possible to install a brain, like a computer chip in your brain to basically take over a disabled cognitive function, and how far that technology they thought would go in the next 10 years. And I just found that incredibly interesting because technology is such a huge part of our lives these days. And I kind of just wanted to, I felt like once I read that and knew that it was possible today, I was just I felt like I needed to write a story specifically about what really is important in our lives as opposed to what we depend on and what we think can make us better as a human being. And it's basically artificial evolution is what the film is getting at. The production period of the film, we shot for 34 days total. Actually all of them, we were a little long on, over 12 hours. And I think we finished early 2 days. So it was pretty intensive shoot. The script was 137 pages, so it was pretty long for a feature film. This is my first major, film, I suppose you could say. I did a feature a while ago, but I just kind of did it on my own, just for the fun of it. Didn't really know that it was going to turn out that great, and just was doing it, and then it did, and so then I decided to make a new movie, which would be this one. We auditioned over 300 people for this movie, which is a lot, but we found a lot of great people. One of them would be, our lead, Justice League. I think he is somebody that you definitely should look out for. He works very, very well with me anyway. He understands what I'm trying to get at. He knows his character, and I also felt like I let him do things and trusted him enough to come up with suggestions about his character and so on and so forth. And it really provided a very collaborative working relationship with between myself and Justice as our lead, Ethan, in the film. We were shooting with an HVX 200 with a 35mm adapter. What the 35 adapter allows you to do is get the depth of field of film lenses. We're using film lenses actually in front of our camera system, and I just felt like that would be the best option financially for the film. So it would feel like it was a bigger film, since we didn't have a very large budget. I had worked with a friend of mine, Seth Iliff, who is the cinematographer on I'm the Bluebird, and we had done a film, about 3 years ago, short film, and we were both kind of co-DPing it and directing it, and he was the first person I had actually met where he saw things that I saw. I feel like I'm a very visual director, and I really pay attention to what, just the visuals, the framing, how that affects your mood and your emotions. And Seth saw eye to eye on almost everything that we we didn't even talk that much on set. It was a lot of very understood, it was a very understood relationship. We'd talk about the scene maybe, a little bit, and then he'd go and do his thing, and I'd come in and I'd be like, cool, that's exactly what I'm looking for. As far as the entire production goes, I really can't complain about a single thing. Obviously there's, there are the moments that are, terrible as a director, when you're dealing with shots or you don't have enough time to get the scene, and so you have to cut everything out and start from scratch. But those you kind of look past because a lot of times you find happy accidents from stuff like that. Obviously I could always complain about how little money we had for the film, but you go out for the challenge. You go out to see if you can do the impossible, and with the cast especially, they're all great, and they don't have the bonding experience a lot of times as much as the crew does, but they got along just as well with me and the rest of the crew. And so yeah, it was just it was kind of a dream come true, really. It's a big film on a small scale, and we did the best we could, and I can't ask for anything else.